later. That's the reason I record. All right, that brings us all the way back around. Everybody had a turn, Steve. That brings us back to you. You're muted.
There we go.
There you go. I wish there was an easier way, but we've done this enough to know that it works fairly well if the host mutes and the participants unmute themselves. That seems to work better. So I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, and then it's up to you.
I was fiddling around, literally, this morning, and you know how all fiddle tunes seem to sound alike, at least the first bar or so, and I was doing that little intro, and I'm going, that kind of reminds me of a song, and one I hadn't played in a long time, and it took me forever to remember the name. I have a hard time remembering the names to these fiddle tunes, but if I'm correct, it's now I forgot the name again. Oh, Fisher's Hornpipe. I think it's Fisher's Hornpipe. And well, the odd thing is, I was doing this D, and I used to play Fisher's Hornpipe in F, but I'll do it in D since I started it out this way. That's not Fisher's Hornpipe. See, well, I knew these. As soon as I got into them, wait a minute, my fingers aren't doing what they're supposed to do.
That's Cuckoo's Nest, which is a great tune.
That's Cuckoo's Nest, exactly.
Yes, as
soon as I hit that going down and going, wait a minute, that's not, all right. Well, I could have finished Cuckoo's Nest, but I said I was going to do Fisher's Hornpipe. So I'll do Fisher. Let me see if I can remember how it goes. I got it. All right. Same intro, but
very nice, very nice. And that song, along with a lot of other fiddle tunes, was actually the earliest scores of Fisher Hornpipe are in fact played in the key of F, which is where I learned to play it originally as well.
Actually, like I said, I learned to play it now. But the reason fiddlers do it in D is because it's easier to play in D than it is in F. Well, I don't find it too hard to play in F, but most fiddlers
It's
don't play in F, so they play it in D. And
yes, it was originally scored in F, and you're
yeah,
right. I mean, a lot, especially Appalachian fiddle, migrated to the key of D. Of course,
yeah.
Celtic fiddle is a lot around the key of D anyway, but it
That's
is unusual. It's I learned it in F as well. That's where I originally learned it. So, all right. Well, let's see. Frost, how about we move to you? I'll go
All
ahead
right.
and mute everybody, and
Okay.
you can unmute yourself now. After I mute everybody, you have to re-unmute yourself,
Okay.
and I'll go ahead and mute myself, and it'll be up to you.
All right. Well, this is an old Bob Dylan song, which can on a good day qualify as bluegrass, which is "Knocking on Heaven's Door." So it's just three chords: G, D, and then C. But sometimes they call it A minor, but it really doesn't matter. It's pretty intuitive if you don't know it. Mama, take his badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting too dark to see. Feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Mama buries his guns away. I can't use them anymore. Oh, dark clouds roll away. Knocking on heaven's door. 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 The song has more
Very
verses
nice.
than I have attention span.
Oh
I
goodness,
could
that
do all
sounds.
four, but it would put me to sleep.
That's all right. Sounded good. All right. Let's see, Wayne. How about you?
All right.
And go ahead and I'm going to mute everybody and then let's see. Actually, everybody's already muted except for you, so I'll just mute myself and you can go.
All right. This is an old Hank Snow song that was done by Homer and Jethro. You guys ever listen to them any? Um, uh,
Jethro Burns was one of the finest mandolin players ever to pick up a mandolin.
really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy their songs. This is I'm Moving On, and in the key of G. Um, and I can definitely relate to my fingers not doing what they're supposed to do from your comment earlier. The old hound dog was a feeding fine till it fell in a barrel of turpentine. He's a moving on. He's moving on. He fell in a barrel of turpentine. He's moving on. Try that again. Now my lips aren't doing what they're supposed to do. The old hound dog was feeling fine till it fell in a barrel of turpentine. He's moving on. He's moving on. He passed the gate like an 88. He's moving on. Was a smart guy from the city, and he picked up a striped kitty. He's moving on. He's moving on. We held her nose, and we buried her clothes. He's moving on. I let a man work on my car, then he grabbed a hold of spark plug bar. He's moving on. He's moving on. He turned it loose when he felt the juice. He's moving on. Take one. Take another one. The old tomcat was feeling mean till he caught his tail in the sewing machine. He's moving on. He's moving on. He ripped the stitch when he hit the ditch. He's moving on. Old man's face got white as a sheet when he slipped and fell in his cream of wheat. He's moving on. He's moving on. He flapped his ears as he shifted his gears. He's moving on. Uncle John got awful clean when he fell into the washing machine. He's moving on. He's moving on. He just couldn't straddle that doggone paddle. He's moving on. Take one. I travel a lot to make my show, and the way I sing, I have to keep going. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Well, I gotta go. Here comes Hank Snow. I'm moving on.
Very nice. Trick ending.
Trick. Part of the trick was my fingers wasn't doing what they were supposed to do.
You've got a good sense of timing. You keep the timing very good. That's what it's all about. All right, Mary, what you got? You'll have to unmute yourself.
This is a Bob Dylan song too. It's let's see, Tomorrow is a Long Time, and it's G, C, and D. Let's see. If today was not an endless highway, if tonight was not a crooked trail, if tomorrow wasn't such a long time, then lonesome would mean nothing to you at all. Yes, and only if my own true love was waiting, if I could hear his heart softly pounding, only if he were lying by me, would I lie in my bed once again. I can't see my reflection in the water, I can't speak the sounds that show no pain, I can't hear the echoes of my footsteps, and I can't remember the sound of my own name. Yes, and only if my own true love was waiting, if I could hear hear his heart softly pounding. Only if he were lying by me would I lie in my bed once again. Okay, everybody. There's beauty in the silver singing river. There's beauty in the sunrise in the sky. But none of these and nothing else can touch the beauty that I remember in my true love's eyes. Yes, and only if my own true love was waiting, if I could hear his heart softly pounding, only if he were lying by me would I lie in my bed once again. The end.
Very nice. Good deal. I was thinking of doing a Bob Dylan song myself, but I think I'll wait on that since we've had three
Okay.
Bob Dylan songs already. Very nice though. All right, well I'm gonna do actually a song. This is a song that was written by Kate Long, and Laurie Lewis played it. I think it was I forget what year it was, but it was actually Bluegrass Song of the Year in sometime in the last century, in the 80s or 90s, when Laurie Lewis sang it. I'm in the key of C. It's called Who Will Watch the Home Place. Here we go. Leaves are falling and turning to showers of gold as the postman climbs up this long hill. And there's sympathy written all over his face as he hands me a couple more bills. Who will watch the home place? Who will tend my heart's dear space? Who will fill my empty place when I am gone from here? There's a lovely green nook by a clear running stream. It was my place when I was quite small, and its creatures and sounds could soothe my worst pains, but today they don't ease me at all. Who will watch the home place? Who will fill my heart's dear space? Who will fill my empty place when I am gone from here? In my grandfather's shed, There are hundreds of tools, I know them by feeling, by name, and like parts of my body, they've patched this old place. When I move them, they won't be the same. Now I wander around, touching each blessed thing, the chimney, the tables, the trees, and my memories swirl around me like birds on the wing. When I leave here, oh, who will I be? Who will watch the home place? Who will tend my heart's dear space? Who will fill my empty place when I am gone from here? Who will watch the home place? Who will tend my heart's dear space? Who will fill my empty place when I'm gone from here?
And what's that one called again?
It's called Who Will Watch the Home Place. It's written by Kate Long and as performed by Laurie Lewis, one of the best in the business.
That's pretty.
It's a great song, yeah.
Yep, Bluegrass Song of the Year. I want to say it was in the 80s, but it may not have been that long ago. Laurie Lewis has certainly been around since the 80s. All right, well, that brings us back up to the top. We can probably go around once more if you'd like. Everybody up for that? All right, well, cool.
Okay.
Well, Steve, that'll bring us back to you. So I'll mute everybody, and then you can unmute yourself. Now you need to unmute. I think you beat me to it. There you go.
While we're in the key of C, I'm going to do a bluegrass tune. I Wonder Where You Are Tonight, written by Johnny Bond. Sometime before the 80s, though. All right. Well, tonight I'm sad, my heart is lonely, wondering if I'm wrong or right to dream about you, though you left me. I wonder where you are tonight. That old rain is cold and slowly falling upon my window pane tonight. And though your love is even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. Well, your heart was cold, you never loved me, though you often said you cared. But now you've gone and found another, someone who'll know the love we share. That old rain rain is cold and slowly falling upon my window pane tonight. And though your love was even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. Then came the dawn, the day you left me. I tried to smile with all my might, but you could see the pain within me that lingers in my heart tonight. That old rain is cold and slowly falling upon my window pane tonight. And though your love is even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. And though your love was even colder, I wonder where you are tonight.
Very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
All right, good deal. You know, it amazes me. Some people say that, you know, there's really only 3 or 4 songs that have ever been written because all the melodies always go in there, and I never realized until you just sang it how much that sounds like The Great Speckled Bird as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, when you look at how many songs are 1, 4, 5,
Yeah.
you know, there's only so much you can do with that progression, but
That's right.
people still come up with little odd arrangements that make each one a little different on its own.
That's right. Little
This
hooks.
one's got the 6-2-5-1 turnaround in the chorus, which makes it a little interesting.
Yes.
6-2-5. Okay, that's I was confused, but I can see how it was 6-2-5.
I'm confused too.
625 just talks about the circle of force or the circle of fists, whichever you want to call it,
Right.
and it's the Texas version of bluegrass.
Yeah.
Is the way I like to think of it. 625
The big
6251.
part, in the big part, that old rain, that's 4 chord. I'm slowly falling, 1 chord. And then I went up to
2.
chord upon my window, and then the 2 chord pane. So you've heard that.
Yeah.
You that's a billion songs.
Yeah, it's Salty Dog Blues, kind of like.
Yes. Yes.
But that 6-2-5-1 can be used in
All
a number
kinds of
places.
All kinds of places. All right, let's see. Does that bring us to Wayne or Alan? I forget what order I went. I think I went to Alan or to Frost next.
Okay. Uh-oh. That means I have to learn something real quick. Okay. So this one is going to be a song. It was one of Bob Dylan's backup bands in the 80s. I think you'll probably pick it up. It's fairly straightforward. I lit out from Reno. I was trailed by 20 hounds. Didn't get to sleep that night till the morning came around. Said I was running, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, I just want to get some sleep tonight. Spent the night in Utah in a cave up in the hills. Said I run, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I came home before daylight, I just want to get some sleep tonight. $20 bill and vanished in the air. Said I'm gonna take my time, friend, the devil is a friend. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Like the reasons why I cry away each lonely night. First one's named Anne Marie, and she's my heart's delight. Second one is prison baby, the sheriff's on my trail. And if he catches up with me, I'll stay. Got a wife in Chino and I got one in Cherokee. First one say she got my job, but it don't look like me. Said out running, but I take my time. A friend to the devil's a friend. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep. Okay, I'll leave break. And here we go. You can borrow from the devil, you can borrow from a friend. The devil will give you 20 bills, your friend, he only got 10. Said I run, but I take my time, friend, the devil's a friend. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight.
Woohoo! Now, who did
Nice.
that? Was that like the Eagles or somebody? Who did that?
No, it was Grateful Dead. It was actually
Okay.
one of their, it was kind of, they
Oh,
did
yeah.
country and western albums in 1970, and this was one of their country and western songs.
I gotcha. I gotcha. All right, let's see, Wayne. That'll bring us to you. Let me see if I have the technology to mute everybody else. I might not. It looks like I do. So it's up to you. Let me mute myself and then.
All right, this is Emmylou Harris did Wayfaring Stranger, probably more than anybody else. And this is my grandpa's favorite song. He grew up in the very poor region of Appalachia in Kentucky. And it's kind of a bluegrass song. I guess Emmylou is bluegrass sometimes. But it's in the key of C minor. I capo it up, but I'll be playing in C minor, and then there's a F minor, and it's 4 chords. I think that's an A flat, and then it goes down to G. So those 3 chords: A minor, C minor, F minor, A flat, and a G. I think that'll cover it. I am a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this wearisome land. There's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright world to which I go. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I know dark clouds will gather round me. I know my way is rough and steep. Beautiful fields lie right before me.
where God's redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to see my Father. He said he'd meet me when I come. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. Take one. I'm going there to see my Savior. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home.
Woohoo! Very nice. Bill Monroe has a great version of that as well. There's a number of versions out there of that song. It's a great song.
Yeah, a lot of people have recorded that one.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Mary. You will have to unmute yourself, I think.
Okay. I was trying to decide whether to just skip it, but maybe I'll try this one. This is Home by Carla Bonoff, and I guess Bonnie Raitt did it too. I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, let's see. Traveling at night, the headlights were bright, and we'd been up many an hour. And all through my brain, there came the refrain of home. It's an E. Fire. And home sings me of sweet things. My life, there has its own wings to fly over the mountain. Go, whoops. I'm standing still. The people I've seen, they've come in between those cities of tiring light. And the trains come and go, but inside, you know, the struggle will soon be a fight. And home sings me of sweet things. My life, there has its own wings. Fly over the mountain. Go, I'm standing still.
night the headlights were bright, but soon the sun came through the trees. And around the next bend, the flowers will send the sweet smell of home in the breeze. And home sings me of sweet things. My life there has its own wings to fly over the mountain. Though I'm standing still,
I think I need to work on it.
They're very pretty. That's a beautiful song. I love that song.
Yeah,
It
I love
really
that
is
song.
pretty. Yes. All right. Well, that brings it back around to me. And let's see. I'll mute everybody. So I was going to do a Elizabeth Cotton song, but when you sang that one home, we used to do that one in a jam along with this one. So it made me think of this other song, so I'm going to do it instead. This is a song that was written by a guy named Wayne Taylor, who actually had the best military job you could ever have. He was in charge of the Navy Bluegrass Band when he was in the service. So, and he actually still plays, still performs, and he's a great songwriter. It's called "Two Kindred Hearts." It's in. I'm going to do it in the key of D. Two kindred hearts fell in love beneath the moon and stars above. Their love was bright so they could see, and they sang this melody. Hey, won't you dance with me tonight? And they danced till the gold morning light. When the sun came overhead, just the place where they would bed, underneath that chestnut tree, and they dreamed this melody. Hey, won't you dance with me tonight? And they danced till the gold morning light. With a flower in her hair, oh my love, I must declare, the fairest one I'll ever see. And they sang this melody. Hey, won't you dance with me tonight? And they danced till the gold morning light. I must bid you a farewell. The captain calls for me to sail, but our love love will always be wrapped around this melody. Hey, won't you dance with me tonight? And they danced till the gold morning light. Hey, won't you dance with me tonight? And they danced till the gold morning light. Two kindred hearts fell in love.
Very nice.
Thank
Pretty
you very
song.
much. Wayne Taylor and Appaloosa is the name of the band. Well, let's see. It's about 3:13. It's taken about 15 minutes. Do y'all want to go around again, or y'all good for the day? What's the consensus? I'm willing to go around certainly one more time if y'all, or maybe if anybody has a song that one last song they'd like to share. How about that?
I got two of them I got to learn now. But this one you just did was called Dance With Me Tonight.
No, it's called Two Kindred Hearts.
Two Kindred
Hearts. Yes, there's
It
only
is
a
a
few.
nice one.
It's
Yeah.
a beautiful song. I used to tell my daughter we sang that together, and I'd tell her this is the most beautiful song in the world. He wrote some great songs, or has written. He's still around and performing. But if anybody has one they want to play, other than that, all right. Well, why don't we call it a day? And I'll go
Steve's
ahead.
muted. Was Steve saying something?
Steve, you're muted. Or Steve, you're muted. We can't quite hear you. Let's see. There we go. It's
Up. There we go.
it's the proverbial. We see your lips moving, but we couldn't hear you.
I was going to say you had a mandolin that needed repair. I do repair work if you're interested, and I also build instruments.
All right.
In fact, I built this guitar.
Oh, fantastic.
So if I don't do it for a living, I'm retired. I just do it for fun. But if you don't find somebody that, or whatever, if you
Yeah, I'll keep
look
that
at
in mind.
let me know and I'll take a look at it.
Absolutely.
I do for anybody. If you need instrument repaired,
Okay. Do you retention banjo tops?
I've never done a banjo top.
Okay, I never have either.
You're saying retention the head?
Yeah, I've got one where the head needs to be and the way the banjo tells you the head needs to be retensioned is when you're playing it, the bridge falls over and makes a noise not unlike a 9mm pistol shot.
Right.
I
Well,
can will attract the police.
There's an overriding philosophy on tightening banjo heads that dates all the way back to Earl Scruggs.
Yeah.
And he used to say, tighten your banjo head until it breaks and then back off just a little bit. That was how he said to tighten your banjo head. No, they say get a drum tension. They have a drum tension device
Right.
that you can put on there and tune it to an E flat is what a lot of people say. Tune it to an E flat.
Yeah. Actually, and Stuart McDonald will happily sell you that for about $150.
Yes, that's right.
So what I was thinking about doing was just getting the tool and using the Scruggs technique of trying to tension it up to where just before it breaks.
Yes. Well, and it's an open back banjo.
Yeah, it's my other. I have two open backs. That's the other open back.
Yeah, you probably want to leave the open back a little bit looser than like a resonator because you're not as much after the ringing as much as you are after the. Usually, open back banjo players are trying to get a little bit more tubby sound.
Yeah.
Which you get by a little bit looser head.
Well, and this is an 11. Average 11. Yes, it's an 11-inch pot with a tubaphone tone ring in it. So it's got plenty of punch to it.
Yeah.
Of course, if I was halfway smart, I'd just tune it to A and save money on capos.
They can be expensive. All right, well, good. Well, tell your friends. That's 5. I'm glad we had 5 folks today. That's good. That's what it's all about. This is for fun. Y'all join next week. If you have interest in these Zoom sessions, there's actually another one at 4 that Terry Sorrell runs. He's a friend of mine. You can find his site at 2 Quakers .com, I believe, and then you'll find he's got a site on there where he actually coordinates 3 different Zoom sessions. 2 of the ones for AFTM on Sunday, the Stone Soup sessions, and the Celtic sessions are once a month on Sundays. But he runs one also on Saturdays at 4 o'clock. So if y'all are interested in that, I can put it in the email that I send to Jackie and that goes out to everybody, because that's another option to play. It's a lot of fun to play. It's a lot of fun to see other people's faces when you can't sit down and play
Sure.
with your friends. So that's what it's all about. All right, well, y'all have a good day.
All right.
And
Cheers.
take
Thanks.
care.
Thank you.
You're
You guys,
welcome.
That was great.
great leads on songs.
What's that?
You guys give me great leads on songs.
There you go.
I mean, both of those, I'm going to learn those for next week.
All right, well, cool. All right, y'all take care.
All right, you too, man. Take care. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Take care.